Hello everyone. Hope you had a nice weekend. This week we're going to be focusing on perimeter and area. And I know it's something you covered in 3rd grade, so this is not new, so we're just going to do a quick review. Remember that perimeter is the fence. That's what I was telling you guys before, that perimeter is the fence. It's the amount, the length, the measurement of the outside of the shape. And we usually use perimeter to make a fence. Perimeter is a frame. Perimeter can be the outside of a building, but it's the measurement and the distance around the edge of a shape. And then area is what's inside. So area is the amount of space inside, and it's broken up into square, whatever the unit is. So if this was square feet, it'd be square feet, but it's squared because we're talking about this whole piece, not just the length around, but this whole piece inside. So area is all of this inside. Of course, to figure that out, we need to know the measurements on the outside. So perimeter is each side by side. So it's plus for a square, plus, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So the 4 sides. And so it's got the 4 sides, and that's what gives you the perimeter. Or 4 times, if it's a square, it'd be, because they're all congruent, would be the same size. And then area is length, which is length times the width. So it's length times width equals area. And the perimeter is all of the sides added together. And I know you learned that last year, but that's just to remind you that this is what perimeter and area is. And this is a really cool drawing. I believe Miss Mendoza did it. I love it. And she talks about perimeter being the fence. So perimeter is the fence, and area is what's inside. So again, this shows a very good description of what the perimeter would be, the outside, and then the area would be this grass inside. We also measure for carpets using area. But we can't find out the area unless we know what the perimeter is first. So here we're going to go and solve these, and this is asking us to solve for area and perimeter. So we know that a square has 4 congruent sides. That means all the sides are the same size. So if this is 7 centimeters here, this is 7 centimeters here, we're going to have what over here? Yeah, 7 centimeters because they're congruent. What are we going to have over here? Right, 7 centimeters because a square has 4 congruent sides. All of these parallel lines are straight, there are no curves, and they're congruent. So a perimeter is all of the sides added together. So it'd be 7 plus 7 plus 7. Oh my goodness, I don't know it. 7 plus 7 plus 7. Or, because there's 4 sevens, 4 times 7 equals 28. And we need to make sure that we put the unit of measure, so it's centimeters. And so we have 28 centimeters. Now area, again, is what's inside. So it's length times the width. And so our length is 7. And our width is 7. So 7 times 7 is, what is it again? I hope you said 49. And it's 49, and the unit of measure is centimeters, and it is centimeters squared. SQ, that means squared. That means we're talking about the inside. We're talking about these squares right here, okay? And so that's what makes an area. When we look at a rectangle, they've got 2 congruent sides, two pairs of congruent sides. So if we have 5 centimeters here, what are we going to have over here? If you said 5 centimeters, you are correct, because we know that rectangles are built this way. And if we have 12 centimeters here, what are we going to have here? If you said 12 centimeters, you are correct. All right, so again, using what we know to add the perimeter, we're going to have to find the perimeter, we have to add all the sides together to get the perimeter. So that's, we have 12 plus 12 plus 5 plus 5 centimeters. And so we know 12 plus 12 is 24, and 24 plus 10 is 34. So we have 34 centimeters for the perimeter. The measurement, the distance around the shape. And then for area, like I said, it's length times width. Length times width. So the length is 12 centimeters times the width, which is 5 centimeters. And we know we could interchange them because multiplication is like that. And if we do 12 times 5, what do we get, people? If you said 60, you are correct. Now it's 60, not just 60 centimeters, it's 60 centimeters squared, or squared centimeters. Okay, but it tells us that this is the area. It tells us that we're talking about what's inside. And I know this is a review, so if at any time you forget which is the area of the perimeter, just play this video again. Again, perimeter is the fence, and the area is what's inside. Have a great week. Miss you.